There are few settings more beautiful than West Point. Nike Stadium sits on the banks of the Hudson River, ready to come alive today in support of Army football. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Trojans would kick this deep to start us off. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Black Knights offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Quick throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Makes a quick catch. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. So the USC Trojans offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Bringing pressure. The ball is picked off. brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And now the handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Kick is up and no good. And the lead stays at 3 after the miss. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. And the Black Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, that's back-to-back sacks for this defense. They're in the quarterback's airspace every single play.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Black Knights come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Cut quickly. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Took contact on the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's got his man open downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Black Knights come to the line to run the hurry out. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it here. Great move in the open field. In the clear at the 25. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll test the right side here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Army.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down?
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And the Black Knights will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return starts from inside the 20. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackle made after the completion. And the Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some pop.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Fires it on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
And the Black Knights move into the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Right here, one time.
They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Makes the grab. It's Parker.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality.
It's a fake. It's a fake. They've got the tight end open. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. They pass on the field goal try. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Trojans. Wow, what? Score.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, looking to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. And out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Enough for a first down at the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Moves left out of the pocket. And it's complete downfield. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Picked off, a crucial turnover. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And sack sets up second down. Pressure is coming. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the hands team able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Snags the quick throw. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Black Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Short connection to the tight end here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Let's take a deep shot here. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Black Knights. And the beatdown continues. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. And he's got it for a huge gain. Brought down at the 30. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.